intended target. Throwing is Mariota. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Marcus Mariota with his third touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. A first down carry now for Crowell. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Darnold down to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
Fielded at the 33. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with a football here to begin quarter number 2 as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10. Mariota. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And this Titan offense is running away with this one. Extra point up and through by Myers. And a rout is on here in this first half. Here's Myers now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Darnold on first down. Shakes off the sag. Now he'll escape to his left. Now he's flushed out left. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation. would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Looking deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The all-pro safety Kevin Byard there on the coverage for Tennessee.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at the 20. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
That's true.
That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Three. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working out of the gun, Mariota. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Titans. Nyheim Hines, his fourth touchdown on the year. And this Titans offense continues to pour it on. Myers connects on the PAT. And a rout is on here in this first half. Here's Myers now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
To throw on second down is Darnold. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. Third down. It seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jayon Brown with a big-time sack on third down, and it'll be a loss of 7. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this. Mariota now to throw on first down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And avoids the contact by sliding. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down. Mariota now, only 1 pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. A good pickup there. 26 yards. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. From the red zone now, Mariota looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Taylor. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. In for the score. And this Titan offense is running away with this one. Extra point up and through by Myers. And a rout is on here in this first half. Here's Myers now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. New York set to take the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's brought down after a good gain. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. From the 50, it's Darnold. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On second down, Darnold. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Trey Boston. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. A first down throw for Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Able to power through. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They keep it with Crowell on first. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. Over the middle, it's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Here's a give to Crowell. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Lucky 56. Green, 56. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Darnold now on second down. The grab made by Curse over the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. And they are going for it. Darnold found his target. It's Anderson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 27 yards, a big play there on fourth. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 24. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Wesley Woodyard there on the tackle.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
He's coming, double up. Watch him now, Barney, Barney. Gun, gun.
They'll try and run for it with Crowell. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory. Another stop on third down, and this defense still hasn't allowed a touchdown to this point.
And Boswell's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Back now in Nashville, and this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. A strong, and it's a fumble. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. And it's scooped up by the Jets. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. And maybe that's the perils of being a rookie running back in the NFL. I mean, look, it's not easy to hold on to the ball at any level with these talented guys. But in this league, you can learn a lesson early.
Without a doubt, and what a tough reminder for any running back, especially a rookie. The things you got away with in college probably won't work so well in the NFL.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Henry Anderson in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
One.
From the gun, Mariota. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
It's caught at the 10. And he'll be down deep into Jet territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. Play fake. Mariota. Dancing to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
On 2nd down, Mariota again. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Mariota now being chased out left. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. That's on the veteran guard, Alex Boone. The holding penalty, that puts him in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That's fielded in the end zone. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th.
Watch it now, Barney. Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
Now a handoff to Crowell. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now Darnold. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 36. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And a short gain down to about the 33. It's Steve McClendon that time who winds up getting him down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Check 88. Check 88.
Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Hey, boys, we got four down.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down. Mariota to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run with Crowell. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Leopard! Leopard! Hey! All right, here we go. 3-19!
Back to throw, Darnold. Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Jabal Sheard able to get him for a loss of about 3. On third down, Crowell. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
This is Hines. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 5 at the 4. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't. Things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong whenever you call, run, pass.